4. Evening darkened, and above the palace dome gleamed out the stars, whereon haply others missed the secret too. And outside the palace in the dark that they had borne the wine in jeweled cups, mocked in low voices at the king and at the wisdom of his prophets. Then spoke Jrny, called the prophet of the crystal peak, for there rises Ameneth above all that land, a mountain whose peak is crystal, and Jrny beneath its summit hath his temple. And when day shines no longer on the world, Ameneth takes the sunlight and gleams afar as a beacon in a bleak land lit at night. And at the hour when all faces are turned on Ameneth, Jrny comes forth beneath the crystal peak to weave strange spells and to make signs that people say are surely for the gods. Therefore it is said in all those lands that Jrny speaks at evening to the gods when all the world is still. And Jrny said, All knowledge is with the king, and without doubt it hath come to the king's ears how certain speech is held at evening on the peak of Ameneth. They that speak to me at evening on the peak are they that live in a city through whose streets death walketh not. And I have heard it from their elders that the king shall take no journey. Only from thee the hills shall slip away, the dark woods, the sky, and all the gleaming worlds that fill the night. And the green fields shall go on untrodden by thy feet, and the blue sky ungazed at by thine eyes. And still the rivers shall all run seaward, but making no music in thine ears. And all the old laments shall still be spoken, troubling thee not, and to the earth shall fall the tears of the children of earth, and never grieveth thee. Pestilence, heat, and cold, ignorance, famine, and anger, these things shall grip their claws upon all men as herefore in fields and roads and cities, but shall not hold thee. But from thy soul, sitting in the old worn track of the worlds, when all is gone away, shall fall off the shackles of circumstance, and thou shalt dream thy dreams alone. And thou shalt find the dreams are real where there is not as far as the rim, but only thy dreams and thee. With them thou shalt build palaces and cities resting upon nothing, and having no place in time, not to be assailed by the hours or harmed by ivy or rust, not to be taken by conquerors, but destroyed by thy fancy if thou dost wish it so, or by thy fancy rebuilded. And naught shall ever disturb these dreams of thine, which here are troubled and lost by all the happenings of earth, as the dreams of one who sleeps in a tumultuous city. For these thy dreams shall sweep outwards like a strong river over a great waste plain, wherein are neither rocks nor hills to turn it. Only in that palace there shall be no boundaries nor sea, neither hindrance nor end. And it were well for thee that thou shouldst take few regrets into thy waste dominions from the world wherein thou livest. For such regrets or any memory of deeds ill done must sit beside thy soul forever in that waste, singing one song always of forlorn remorse. And they too shall only be dreams, but very real. There is naught shall hinder thee among thy dreams, for even the gods may harass thee no more when flesh and earth and events which they bound thee shall have slipped away. Then said the king, I like not this grey doom, for dreams are empty. I would see actions roaring through the world, and men and deeds. Then answered the prophet, Victory, jewels, and dancing but please thy fancy. What is the sparkle of the gem to thee without thy fancy which it allures, and thy fancy is all a dream? Action and deeds and men are not without dreams, and do but fetter them, and only dreams are real. And, whereas thou sayest, when the world shall drift away, there shall be only dreams. And the king answered, A mad prophet. And Jrny said, A mad prophet, but believing that his soul possesses all things of which his soul may become aware, and that he is master of that soul. And thou, a high-minded king, believing only that thy soul possesseth such few countries as are leaguered by thine armies and the sea, and that thy soul is possessed by certain strange gods of whom thou knowest not, who shall deal with it in a way whereof thou knowest not? Until a knowledge comes to us that either is wrong, I have wider realms, I, king, than thee, and hold them beneath no overlords. Then said the king, Thou hast said no overlords. To whom dost then thou speak by strange signs at evening above the world? And Jrny went forward and whispered to the king, and the king shouted, Seize ye this prophet, for he is a hypocrite, and speaks to no gods at evening above the world, but has deceived us with his signs. And Jrny said, Come not near me, or I shall point towards you when I speak at evening upon the mountain with those that ye know of. Then Jrny went away, and the guards touched him not.